What's up everyone? Top 6 Football here back with another one, as July is shaping up to be one of the maddest months with transfers for Arsenal, with 4 of Europe's top talent on the agenda. Stories we'll get into on this report. Tomiyasu said to leave Arsenal on a mutual agreement. Ethan Nwaneri and Arsenal are in a dilly-dally over a new contract situation. And also Myles Lewis-Skelly has signed on a new contract with the club until 2030. Now for the incomings. Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Noni Madueke, and they have also entered talks with Eberechi Eze's team. And which one of the strikers are Arsenal about to sign this summer, whether Benjamin Sesko or Victor Gyökeres? And what is happening with the Rodrigo situation? Now please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and share it with your friends. Now let's get into it with the Tomiyasu situation. Fabrizio Romano has tweeted that Takahiro Tomiyasu leaves Arsenal with immediate effect, as his contract will be terminated on mutual consent. The Japanese defender will be back at the end of 2025 after suffering a new injury, but his chapter at Arsenal is over. Now I really feel it for Tomiyasu and the way this has panned out, because no player really plans for injury. And when he was fit and playing in the team, he has made a massive impact when he was playing at the right back position. So, really sad situation. I've even heard that he maybe have to retire soon because of this injury. I don't know the nature of the injury, but I heard people saying that he maybe have to hang up his boots after this one. This injury has really taken a toll on him. Really sad situation. And what is happening with Ethan Nwaneri's contract situation at Arsenal? Fabrizio Romano stated in a post, Arsenal remains in talks with Ethan Nwaneri over a new contract. The conversation is quite advanced, but the players' camp is looking for clarity on attacking signings, his position, and game time for next season. He also stated that in the last 24 hours, Chelsea inquired about Ethan Nwaneri's situation. If there are issues over his contract at Arsenal, Chelsea have been telling people close to the player they will be ready to attack, but the ball is still in Arsenal's court. Now Ethan Nwaneri has been promoted from the Arsenal Youth Academy into the first team in last season, he and his friend Myles Lewis-Skelly. Now at the early half in last season, he was getting regular game time, subs on from the bench here and there, and a few starts. Now in the second half of the season, going into the back end of the season, his game time has dropped tremendously. He was getting a lot of game time when Saka was out injured, but from the arrival of Saka back in March, his game time has dropped tremendously. Now he is concerned about his game time going into the next season, knowing that Arsenal is now looking for a backup to Saka in the likes of Noni Madueke on that right flank. So he's thinking to himself, maybe if Arsenal make a signing like Madueke, he will get no game time next season. So he's trying to figure that out before he signs a new contract. But I don't know what is Arteta's plan for Ranieri, but I hope they work it out, because we never like to see academy graduate not getting game in the team and have to leave. We like to see Arsenal academy players strive in the first team, just like Saka. Now on to Myles Lewis-Skelly. He has really cemented his place in the first team over there at left back. He's not naturally a left back, he's more of a midfielder, a number 6 type of midfielder. That's where he plays from in the academy. But he has now made himself a mainstay in the first team as a left back. Now he has signed a new contract with the club up until 2030, and this is what I love to see. I hope that Nwaneri can settle his contract soon with the club and he can sign a fresh new contract and new wages and everything. So this is a good move from Arsenal to give Myles Lewis-Skelly a new contract. Now, fresh updates on the Noni Madueke's pursuit by Arsenal. Ben Jacob has stated that Noni Madueke has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, but Arsenal is yet to approach Chelsea as they decide whether to bid on the player. Chelsea are open to a sale at the right price. He continued by stating that Arsenal appreciate Madueke because he can play on both sides. Fabrizio Romano also stated that Arsenal have now started advancing on personal terms discussion with Nono Madueke. He said that Madueke hasn't asked to leave Chelsea at this stage. He's still focused on the Club World Cup. Meanwhile, he's understood to be open to a move to Arsenal. Nothing has yet been agreed between both clubs. Now, as an Arsenal fan, I'm really excited about what Nono Madueke could bring to the Arsenal team. We all know he's quick and can take on players. He can score goals and also make assists. But another part of me is thinking, no, not an ex-Chelsea player. In recent years, we have signed so many Chelsea players, from the likes of Willian, David Luiz, Sterling, Jorginho, Kai Havertz, and that is just in recent years. I don't even want to go back to William Gallas them days and them thing there. But Chelsea and Arsenal have a good relationship in terms of buying and selling players, so I guess that's why they continue doing business. But no man, not another Chelsea player. But tell me what you think about Nono Madueke signing. If he's signed by Arsenal, tell me what you think about it, the prospect of it. Now, many Arsenal fans are buzzing about the prospect of bringing Eberechi Eze back to Arsenal. He was a part of the youth academy, and now everyone is excited to bring him back in the senior team. Now, David Ornstein has stated that Arsenal are exploring a deal for Eberechi Eze as things stand. They have held some conversation, not club to club so far. It's been more on player side of things. Jacobs also quoted that Arsenal is exploring a deal for Crystal Palace attacker Eberechi Eze, as revealed last week. Talks with the player camp has took place over the last few days. Eze has a £60 million release clause payable in installments and is open to an Arsenal move should they proceed with a bid. Arsenal is also monitoring the situation with Rodrigo over there in Real Madrid. Ben Jacob has quoted that Arsenal view Rodrigo as the perfect fit. Real winger will hold talks with Xabi Alonso once he's back from the Club World Cup to clarify his future. Arsenal yet to learn if he is open to leave, but Real are prepared to sanction an exit for around €90 million. We all know Rodrigo's preferred position on the pitch is over there on the left flank, which is now occupied by Vinny Jr. And he's only been used as in 2 sub-down appearances in the Club World Cup so far. So coming into the next season, he knows his game time will be limited at Real Madrid, and going into a World Cup year, he can't afford that. He knows that he will be automatically a starter in the Arsenal squad on that left flank, because he'll be ahead of the likes of Martinelli and Trossard. So I know we'll be having a serious discussion with Xabi Alonso after the ending of the Club World Cup to verify his future, because this would be a great signing for Arsenal. I'm really hoping that Arsenal can get this one across the line. I would really love to see Rodrigo in this Arsenal setup. Credible sources like Madrid Extra has stated that Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso are open to Rodrigo's sale. If a suitable offer arrives, they will not stand in the player's way. Also quoting that Arsenal have held preliminary talks with Rodrigo's representative in recent weeks. Now, what's happening with the striker situation at Arsenal? This is the most important position to be filled by Arsenal in this summer transfer window, and Arsenal is yet to make a bid on their 2 top targets, that's Benjamin Sesko and Victor Gyökeres. AFC Stuff has posted that there is a growing sense of fear and anxiety at RB Leipzig surrounding the future of Benjamin Sesko. The issue is that Arsenal have still not made a bid, and that is seriously worrying Leipzig. Sunsport understand that as it stands, negotiation over a fee that both clubs are happy to shake hands are still at stalemate. Arsenal consider around 60 mil a fair price while Leipzig would prefer upwards of 70 million. Arsenal know that Leipzig are getting desperate and are in weak negotiation position financially. Ben Jacob continued on the matter by saying, Benjamin Sesko, Victor Gyökeres, who knows, maybe Ali Watkins. They're all being leveraged against each other. Arsenal want to do one thing, sign either Gyökeres or Sesko at 70 million. Andrea Berta, which is Arsenal's new sporting director, will be saying, if we don't get Gyökeres, we'll go for Sesko. If we don't get Sesko, we'll go for Gyökeres. I bet you neither Leipzig nor Sporting knows the true reality. If neither comes off, we've still got Ali Watkins, but I think Aston Villa, because they've just sold their women's team to satisfy PSR concerns, will be BS and will all out for 60 million plus. So that's all the stories for today. So please remember to like and share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.